Canada study visa if you are married. This is the topic of today. If you have applied for your Canada study visa or if you are going to apply for your Canada study visa and you are married, in that case this is a must watch video for you because I am going to share the parts of the counseling which I have done today. The girl who went to IDP, this is one of the most reputed consultancy in India, and the girl went to IDP for Canada study visa, and there are blunders in the application including study visa application and spouse upon work permit application as well. So this is a must watch video for everyone who wants to apply for spouse upon work permit. Actually, your spouse upon work permit consultation must start even before study visa consultation, which didn't happen in this particular case, and that's why I am again and again saying this is a must watch video for you. So first thing, let's see the profile of the girl who applied for Canada study visa, and this is the only case in my life. I have done thousands of cases of Canada study visa and spouse upon work permit as well. So in all those cases, I have never said you got your refusal and it is good for you. She actually got the refusal of her Canada study visa, and I said to her that it is good for her. Why? Let's see the profile. Her profile is she has done BA, she has done MA in English, BA in English, MA in English, and IDP gave her the program of professional communication in Fenshaw College. So first of all, she is married. She can't go for a PG diploma or a UG diploma if she wants to apply for a spouse upon work permit. So one thing is she is going for a PG diploma. That PG diploma itself for Canada study visa itself is a wrong program because she has already done MA in English. I am not saying that you can't go for a PG diploma after completing your master degree. You can go for it. You can go for double masters as well. But you can't repeat your study. In this case, she is repeating her study. How she is repeating her study? She has done MA in English. MA in English itself completes professional communication as the part of curriculum. So she is actually going on the same line of study and on a lower level of program. She has done MA in English, now going for professional communication program, which is a PG diploma. And there is no progression of study in this scenario. After MA in English, she can go for MBA. She can go for Master of Management. She can go for any management program, Master of Leadership program, Global Management. Any master degree can work for her, but not this particular kind of study. She cannot go for any program which is related to English, which she has already completed. So you can go for double masters, there is no problem in that. After MA in English, you can go for different kind of masters, like a management master, there is no problem in that. She can go for a PG diploma as well, like project management, it can help her in career growth. So after completing any kind of study, she can go for a management study, there is no problem. This PG diploma in professional communication could have been a good choice if she would have completed like just BA in English. After that, she is going for a PG diploma in professional communication. It is good to go, there is no problem in that. But after completing MA in English, this is not a good choice. So even for a candidate who is single, who is unmarried, this was not the best choice of program for her Canada study visa. But considering her profile where she was married, she had to go for a master degree, and she will have to go for a master degree to apply for spouse upon work permit. So be really careful while choosing your program for your Canada study visa. Even if you are single, if you are married, then you will have to go for a master degree, otherwise you are not going to get your spouse upon work permit. There are few bachelor degree programs which are available where you can apply for spouse upon work permit even with the bachelor program, but in most cases it is difficult to get admission in these programs. Also, the length of program is mostly 3 year or 4 year, and there are very less and specific options which are available in bachelor degrees to get your spouse upon work permit. So be really careful in that. In most cases, you will have to take a master degree or a PhD degree to apply for spouse upon work permit, otherwise you are not going to get it. So be really careful in that. And IDP, being one of the biggest companies in immigration, doing these type of mistakes is quite common. I have done so many cases where students have got refusal from IDP. They always ask you to make your SOP, and they have done so many blunders in mature cases as well. Usually they don't take care of mature cases where the age is above 30. In this particular case, the age of the girl was below 30. That's why she was getting consultation from there. But in most cases, I have heard that I have handled so many mature cases because most of my client base is mature. So I have handled so many cases which got refusal from IDP. Also, IDP doesn't handle spouse upon work permit cases. So that is also an issue. If you are mature, if you are married, in that case, it becomes an issue. This is one of the examples where IDP consultant didn't even know that to apply for spouse upon work permit, student needs to take a master degree. And this shows the training of IDP consultants for mature cases. Moving forward, what are my suggestions if you are married and wants to apply for study visa and spouse upon work permit? So the first thing is, when to apply for spouse upon work permit, apply for study visa and spouse upon work permit all together. apply for the entire family together. If you have kids, apply for the entire family together. Why? Because there is no risk of refusal, there is no risk if you don't get spouse open work permit later on, and there is no risk of traveling separately. So you can apply for the entire family together and you can travel together. You may not find consultants saying that you are going to get visa if you are going to apply for the entire family together, but if your funds are ready, in that case you can get study visa and spouse visa together. So the entire family can travel together if your funds are ready, and I can apply for you. I have done hundreds of cases where we have applied for study visa and spouse visa together, and we have got visas for all the cases. There is no problem in this scenario. I know that many consultants are fearful in this situation that if we apply for the entire family together, in that case it will lead to a refusal, but there is high probability of getting visa if your funds are ready. That's why I have said in this video that you need to prepare for spouse open work permit even before preparing for your study visa. So funds is the most crucial part in your spouse open work permit, and you need to take care of your funds even before preparing for your study visa application. Even before taking your IELTS test for study visa, even before applying for your admission, you need to take care of your funds for spouse open work permit application. So keep your funds ready. If your funds will be ready, in that case you can apply for study visa and spouse visa together. Second best time to apply for spouse open work permit is immediately after getting a study visa and before traveling to Canada. That is again the second best time to apply for a spouse open work permit. There is no need to travel to Canada to apply for spouse visa. You can apply for it immediately after getting your study visa. Even if you are in your home country, you can still apply for spouse visa. There is no problem in that. You can get it. We have done it for hundreds and hundreds of cases. Even before traveling to Canada, you can do it. So try to apply for the entire family together. That is the best thing. Second best is to apply before traveling to Canada as a student. For example, you are traveling to Canada in December 2024 for January 2025 intake. In that case, you have 4-5 months of time to apply for spouse visa and get the spouse visa as well. So we can apply for spouse visa right now and you can travel again with the family. So this is possible. So this is highly recommended that you apply for the entire family together. Funds, how to manage your funds? So in funds, you require $26,000 overall, including GIC. So how much funds are required for spouse open work permit? If your GIC is $21,000, if you are paying GIC as $21,000, then additionally you need to take $5,000 more for the spouse. If wife is going on study visa, has GIC of $21,000, in addition to that, you just require $5,000 for spouse open work permit. So altogether, it is going to become $26,000 overall, including GIC. Yes, GIC is also counted as funds for spouse open work permit. So for the spouse particularly, you just require 3-4 lakh rupees to keep in your account. Just $5,000 are required. Total will become $26,000, good to go. And then we can apply for spouse open work permit. So you can keep these funds, $5,000 in your account, and anytime we can apply for spouse open work permit. Even with the study visa, we can do that. And if your funds are not old, if you just have recent funds, in that case, you can pay the entire funds in the form of GIC. Send it to Canada in the form of GIC, because rather than paying $21,000 GIC, you can pay $26,000 GIC. If you have one kid, you can pay $32,000 GIC. If you have 2 kids, family of 4, then you can pay $39,000 GIC. So you can increase the amount of GIC in Canada, and that's how we can apply for the entire family together. But if you have old funds in your home country, then we can show funds in your account as well. That is again beneficial if you have funds available, old funds available in your home country, in your bank account. That is always a benefit, and we can apply for the entire family together, where we are paying $21,000 in the form of GIC, and remaining amount we are showing in the home country in your saving account, and we will be able to apply for a spouse visa. So keep your funds ready in your saving accounts or in your fixed deposit. That is the best scenario, where you are having your funds ready, which are 3 to 4 months old. That is an ideal scenario. If that is not the scenario, if you have the recent fund, if you are watching this video right now, if you got the awareness right now, then we can send the entire money to Canada as well. So if your funds are recent and you want to apply for spouse visa, in that case we can send the entire money to Canada in the form of GIC or in the saving accounts of your spouse who is in Canada. So we can do that. If that is not the scenario, if you have the old fund, then we can show it in your home country. So you can decide where to show funds depending on whether you have old funds or new funds. If the funds are new, send it to Canada. That is always better. If you have old funds, then better to show it in your saving account or in your fixed deposit. I understand that there are a lot of confusions related to how to show funds for your spouse open work permit application, and I have made a detailed video on this topic, and I will leave that video in the description so that you get to know how to show your financial capacity. It has all the details. This case is one of the best examples to understand that only intention is not everything. Even though the intention was not to harm the client, and IDP shares everything including GC key, they don't charge anything from the student, all those things are fine, they are highly reputed as well, but skills are also important. Due to the poor skills, poor knowledge, poor training, wrong program was chosen, later on student got refusal, time is wasted, and most important, can't apply for spouse open work permit with that particular program. That was the most important thing to be considered when we are applying for someone who is married. So if we are not choosing the right level of program, we can't even apply for spouse open work permit even if we got visa with the same program. So I hope video is informative. If so, like, subscribe and share the video as much as possible so that everyone get awareness that they need to choose a right consultant and they need to be aware of the things by themselves as well. Otherwise, it can become a problem for them. And even if someone is having right intention for them, if they have the poor skills, it can lead to a refusal and it can damage the profile really badly. Thank you so much.